So I'm pretty sure Minerva, she got a lady boner when Erza came out of the Origio thing, the red slime that was keeping everyone, locked up essentially. Cause I forgot what the anime stereotype, like the trope is called when someone's like that. I know it's not yandere, but she just like Minerva just straight up like she was blushing or her face was red and she had the like pink squiggly things and she was just been like hey, here's she literally popped a lady boner. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, this episode of Fairy Tail was actually, it hit all the parks that Fairy Tail usually hits. It had some feels, it had a bunch of comedy moments, and it had action, and I enjoyed it. It was a pretty good episode. I'm not gonna lie. Like the only thing I actually, if I had an issue with, was probably the whole Lucy crying in like the beginning half. Then I realized like she was just crying every time like her scene was cut to her, and it just felt like a long time. But it was only for like maybe 2 minutes in total. But yeah, that's probably the only thing I can gripe about. Everything else was pretty good. Like the fight between Margear and the Celestial Spirit King was pretty awesome. Though I kind of wish it was, I guess flashy is the term, because I don't know, like it was literally daylight and then it was like, up here's the sunset out of nowhere. It was like it didn't even transition like from orange, like from blue to orange. It just went like blue, orange, well bam. But not only that, Lucy got a power up, and even though the power up for you anime only people, which I kind of doubt, but I don't really know for sure because no one comments on these videos when I ask you guys to. But that's no big deal. But for all of you anime only people who think that Lucy's power up was kind of pointless because she used it all on her Urano Meteor. I forgot her special move. If you think it's pointless, it isn't. Small spoilers in future episodes if we get to them pretty soon, but I don't think so. One of her new abilities later on is the ability to, she's pretty much like Mega Man. You know how in Mega Man X, after Mega Man defeats like all of his bosses, he gets like a little power from each of them. It's kind of like that, but with the Celestial Spirits. Also, the Celestial Spirit King, I don't know why, but he reminds me of like a Megazord from Power Rangers or like a Gundam. I think it's just his design, to be honest, but he just reminds me of that. Anyway, as the Celestial Spirit King turns Margear into stone to try to delay him from, so the others like the other members of Fairy Tail can get rid of the other demons and then face Margear. There's that, but then the other demons didn't know like everyone else from Fairy Tail got free, so they all decide to bum rush Lucy, and the main characters, like the main cast of Fairy Tail, be like, nah, bro, we're gonna fight you instead. Lucy has done her part. So what? That was like I think like 2 episodes of Lucy being by herself. Now in the manga, if I remember correctly, it was a bit longer. I think it was just a bit longer due to the fact that Fairy Tail is on a weekly release, manga wise, and they don't, and it's only roughly like 18 to 20 pages, so you don't always get to the story fast enough because it has like one chapter is always like action heavy and another is like plot heavy, both plot and real plot. But yeah, overall I think Lucy, thanks to this arc, she gets great character development after she loses Aquarius, because she's like, we see her, she's crying this episode, and after she gets her power up, she's talking to herself, I think. She's like, I have, right now I have to save my friends. I have to fight for my friends and wait for them to come back so we can fight together and be together again. So right now I have to stop crying. I can always cry later. And right now what matters is me defeating the enemy. I also thought it was pretty cool, when, the Celestial Spirit King was talking to Margear about, weaknesses and strengths and all that jazz. He was talking about how the Celestial Spirits once lost their way, and thanks to Natsu and friends, they were able to come back and be on the right path. And it's if you are uninformed, that was from the filler arc, which you don't have to watch. Trust me, you don't have to watch. It's complete. It's still nonsense, but I like how the animators decided to tie it in. Just to be like, the filler's just a little bit canon. It's not this much canon like absolute canon, it's just a little bit canon, because I'm pretty sure that entire arc will be irrelevant within the next few, because it's not going to be mentioned again, trust me. Anyway, I believed I touched on everything. But if I didn't, always let me know down in the comments below if you guys decide to comment. Overall, I thought this episode was amazing. I enjoyed it. This is basically the key fairy tale episode, and I enjoyed it all the way. Now, if I remember correctly, there's still a lot of like big moments inside the Tartaros arc. Like, just losing Aquarius was just one big moment, but we still have like I think like 5 more, and there's only one moment inside of those that is probably the most bullshit moment. Because it's probably the reason why Fairy Tail gets so much flack on the interwebs from the anime subreddit. But other than that, those are my thoughts on this episode of Fairy Tail. Let me know yours down in the comments below. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy this review, and thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. I'll see you guys all next time. So until then, bye bye.